Welcome. I'm sure you enjoyed the session with the guest speaker who we had invited, Sandeep Bhushan, who came to us from a lot of background in consumers, in channels, in digital marketing, and now more recently in also in entrepreneurship. And he's currently studying as part of his doctoral thesis, but where does product market fit happen? But that for another day. For today, we are going to continue talking about the customer journey. I thought the best way to bring alive the customer journey for all of you is to take up a case study. And the case study that I am taking up is called Scriptbox. It's a mutual fund, wealth management, digital wealth management company. But before I go to Scriptbox, and in Scriptbox, I will show you at which part of the funnel, what kind of communication has been used and how effective it has been. That's the objective. So, even before we go to the Scriptbox customer journey, let me tell you a recap of the customer journey. And here again, I'd like to thank Facebook for sharing this EdTech category reference, which is the funnel starts with awareness. And how do you build brand awareness? These are called thematic ads. These are typically long format. You see them either as a video commercial, sometimes you can also see a blog or a piece of content which makes you aware of the brand. The next thing that you need, and imagine you are a parent of a student who is in grade 7 or 8 and they are thinking about that student's further career. What will they do, the student, what will the student do when they go into high school, which is 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and what kind of professional career should they prepare for. So, all of this is going on in the parent's mind and perhaps even the student's mind when they are thinking of what kind of educational partner that they will engage with. And the reality today is that over and above the school that our children go to, that all of you as students and learners went to, we also need a coach, a mentor or a EdTech partner who will take us, hold our hands and take us through our journey to a professional career. So, the first part is about building brand awareness. The second part is about building brand trust, and here some formats work and we as marketers know these formats. They are called testimonials. Sometimes hearing from another customer who has adopted is more important than having a celebrity tell you about the product or brand. Celebrities are often used in thematic advertising because they break through the clutter and they are able to get attention for the advertising. So, they help build brand awareness, but brand trust comes largely from hearing other people who have been in similar situations as us undertake this product or this journey with this brand. The third step in the customer journey is consideration, which is these are the things I have in my consideration set, but I seem to have trust in this brand more than the other. Can I figure out their product even better? That's what happens at the consideration set. A lot more detail about the product is needed at this stage. And at the bottommost part of the journey is conversion. Conversion is if 100 come to the top, I don't know, 4 or 5 will convert. That's the reality of the numbers as they happen today. And what does conversion in the EdTech category mean? It means that the student will take a trial class. There will be a form filled in either by the parent or the student saying, yes, have somebody from your company call me and explain to me what is the process that you follow, what is the curriculum, what are the kind of teachers. So, the trial class is actually the conversion, and then they will install the app. So, this is the typical journey in the digital world, from awareness of a brand to actually conversion, app install and starting a trial class. In EdTech, app install and starting investing, a test drive, filling up a form and asking for a test drive of a new car. All of these are called bottom of the funnel. Top of the funnel is firstly a blank, and then it becomes awareness. I did not know, and now I'm aware of this brand, and I trust the brand because I've heard people talk about it. I then went and did research and understood their products better, and it looks like this product delivers to my needs, and let me try them out by either taking a trial class or by asking for a test drive or doing an app install or starting my journey of mutual fund investing with a digital mutual fund wealth manager, say. Yeah. So, what is the outcome at each of these stages? In the first level, which is brand awareness, the customer discovers the brand. In the second stage, which is trust, the customer is inspired or motivated and has a reason to trust or believe in the brand. In the third stage, they are putting in their own efforts. You are also beaming the right piece of communication at them. They are searching, they are inquiring about the product and making choices and preferring A versus B, or A versus B versus C, or whatever it might be. So, in brand consideration, they are making choices, okay? And in conversion, they are actually closing, which could be saying yes on a telephone, filling out a form on a digital piece of advertising, or telling someone, please come home and let's sign up. So, this is the standard digital marketing funnel or customer journey, as our guest explained to us in the previous session. Here is another depiction of the same journey, and this is to tell you that some of this happens online and some of this happens offline. So, you can see by color coding that some of it is on the online channel and some of it, like for example, submits info, does research, could be outside of it. Applying, calls up a call center to complete the application process, participates in classes, all of that is potentially offline. So, no journey that you or I are taking as customers today is pure play offline, which is in person, or pure play online. The world is becoming omnichannel. And now I am moving to my Scriptbox case study, and I will walk you through, and I must thank Scriptbox for sharing the pieces of communication that they had done at different stages in the customer journey. So, in the first one, let us start with brand awareness, and here are some pieces of communication that were available to me from Scriptbox. They have also been available in public space. So, for example, this is blog creatives. This is writers writing about, the first one on the top, it says 10 crore retirement goal is possible. Here is how, and when you click on here is how, because wow, I can't believe that I can reach 10 crores and retire, right. So, I click on here is how and it goes into a blog, it explains. So, this is called inbound, where you are not beaming the full ad at them, you are getting the customer interested to want to read and consume that content. So, podcasts do that, vlogs do that, blogs do that. A VLOG is a video blog. It can be written as in it's on an internet site or an emailer, or it can also be a video format. The middle one says turn the second innings of your life, which is having a child, into the best one yet. And because children's education is something that all parents are worrying about, not just will they get into the right places, and even if they do, will we have the money to support our children for whatever they want to do. So, here is the money part of it, not the edtech part, but the money part, and this says here is how. So, you click on that and you read more. The third one says the thin line between being rich and being wealthy, and it is the worry line on your forehead. It is a very clever use of so if you are really rich, you are not worried and you do not have those lines on your forehead, and it says read more. Yeah? So, all this creates inbound traffic. Brand awareness through thematic ads. So, here is an ad they use, this brand uses extensively orange, white and black. Those are their colors, and that is how they have been, and they are very sunny, bright, optimistic brand. So, This one says the ups and downs might have upset your rhythm, but stay calm with our algorithm. That's what the ad on the top says, and the one in the bottom says cure investment related unease with our market expertise. So, this is what they are talking about. They are very proud of their algorithm, which is not biased and which picks the right kind of investment tool. So, that is what they are proud of. So, this is a thematic ad. They also have had topical ads. The one on the top is a Women's Day ad. The one at the bottom is a Children's Day ad. All of these are trying to build the Scriptbox brand, and what is it that Scriptbox does. Yeah? The next stage in the journey is brand trust, and I told you that there are a couple of formats that marketers use, and you can see them and you will see how different they are from the previous pieces of communication I showed. So, here is brand trust using testimonials. Please see how nicely they use their brand language, that frame in orange. Here while it has people and it has greenery and it has other visuals, the ad is still orange and white. That is something they have decided, and every brand needs its own language. So, here this lady Dr. Shraddha says, investing has helped me dream bigger for my family. Dr. Shraddha as well as Rishabh Dev look like regular people like you and me. And when they say, I have done this and it has helped me dream bigger, or this young man saying, I am on track to reach rupees a crore before I turn 35, we are like, okay, these are people like you and me, we can trust that it can happen to us. So, this is brand trust using testimonials. There is brand trust you can build through thought leadership, and here the people on these images are not regular customers. The one on top is their own CEO, and the lady on top works with financial newspaper. Yeah? And the one at the bottom again is someone who is a asset management company and their own COO. So, they have participated in forums and shared their thoughts, and this can be watched live, and then you say, okay, by association, if their CEO and COO are being called for forums like this, then it is a brand that I can trust. The third method that I can show you from Scriptbox pieces of communication is trust markers. So, the trust marker in this particular case, and it is an old one, I am sure the number has moved up considerably since this piece of communication. It says that we are investing 4,000 crores of Indian consumers and 6,900 of them are millionaires. We are managing, we are trusted by these people to manage their money. The total amount of money that we are managing is 4,000. I believe the number is close to about 25,000-30,000 now. The number itself is important, but what it is saying is so many people trust us with their money, and the numbers there indicate how large the number of people is or how large the quantum of money that they are managing, and this immediately creates a sense of trust in the prospective customer. We are now reaching the third stage in the customer journey, which is consideration, and like we said here, the customer is searching, the customer is choosing, the customer is trying to make a choice of which product do they prefer, and it does not have to be, it could be within the company's products, but very often there will be a competitor product also that they are considering, and here is where preference is decided. So, this is a good time to be talking about your product. So, here is consideration using brand ads. They are talking about some product of theirs called a smart transfer plan. It says something to beat volatility, time your investments, not the market. Don't game the market, time your investments, that is what, and smart transfer plan, and if you click it will tell you what the smart transfer plan does. For example, there is something here called the protection growth plan or something. So, here you are starting to describe your product in a lot more detail, because here the consumer has become aware of you, has begun to trust you and say, okay, please tell me what your offering is, let me figure out whether your offering fits with my need or not. Yeah? And again, explainers which is something about retirement, something about building the first crore. So, this is product explainers, and here is another way of being in the consideration set. Very often people ask these questions: how do I invest in mutual funds? Which is the best wealth management company that I can work with? And here are ads that Scriptbox has beamed while people are searching. So, whether we beam at them or we respond to a query that customers raise, all of these are about describing your product and putting your brand in the consideration set after they have become aware of your brand and have started building trust with you. Yeah? And the last stage in the journey is conversion, and here the customer is in a digital brand. What does conversion mean? Install the app, register, call up and sign up for a detailed session. All of these are things that conversion means. So, this one is like install now, investing simplified, jargon free, 100% paperless, install now. So, these are, I just showed you that all of these are different pieces of communication which this brand called Scriptbox has done, and thanks to them to share these with us for our learning, which explains how at different stages in the funnel, different pieces of communication are more effective than the other. So, conversion using Amazon, that is another. So, instead of install now, it is about explore, put into cart, all of these are uses of conversion. And so, I just wanted to use the Scriptbox example to bring alive to you, and something that all of you might be doing if you are an entrepreneur. If you are an entrepreneur and you are in the early stage of your customer acquisition journey, you will be writing text all the time, you will be shooting videos all the time, you will be creating communication for social media, for your website, for people as they go along the funnel, from awareness to trust to consideration to conversion. And I just wanted you to see how different communication pieces, formats like testimonials, formats like blogs or content for awareness, testimonial for brand trust, product explainers or product detailers for brand consideration, and a very, very quick call to action for conversion. Install now, register now, call a Scriptbox wealth advisor today. All of these are call to action, CTA they are called, and this is how consumers go along the journey with the brand.